It's Week 15 of the NFL, and this one features the Saints' burner at wide receiver. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Saints and the Cowboys, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Dallas Cowboys. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Get this out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. Throwing to start the drive. Sheridan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. These are his numbers from last week's contest. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
To throw on 2nd down, Sheridan. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A big gain of 5, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
Charles, as we've covered, they've already clinched their spot in the postseason, so now they just want to avoid adding any additional names to this list before the postseason begins.
Terrific observation, because trying to move up a spot, I don't know if it's worth it if you're trying to play guys who aren't quite right. Get them healthy, get ready for the playoffs, make your move then.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say, 200 plus?
From the gun on 3rd down, Sheridan. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jay Ferguson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. How does is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
There's Chris Olave.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Perry. The numbers for him from a week ago: 7 catches, 80 yards.
This defense is ranked near the bottom of the league against the pass. You get the sense that he feels like if he gets covered on any call, he's going to be upset. He thinks he should be open on every snap in this game.
And they run the option on second down.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
How about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
At the 37-yard line.
On second down, here's Gibbs.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak, and what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. I think that's a good example of why they've been successful this year. They're fearless on any down.
And it's interesting that this year I asked an NFL head coach about being fearless and going for it on 4th down. And he said, people have to understand, there's fearless and there's reckless. I try not to be reckless when I make a decision to go for it on 4th down. In this case, fearless wins.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Back to throw.
Finds Gibbs on the check down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
DeMarvin Overshown
leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. And now because of the sack, it's 3rd and goal from the 14. He'll look to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out. Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll or chip away at their time.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. As they've got it as we resume action.
The throw over the middle, it's taken in by his tight end. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. The Cowboys on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. No surprise this offense would be able to convert. They're currently 2nd in the league in first downs, and they pick up one here.
Yeah, not a stat that we talk about a heck of a lot, but it's a vital one, and in this case, it's really vital because what does it do? Keeps their defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest.
Right back to him on first down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 45.
Off play action. Sheridan. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going.
Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Sheridan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
3rd and 1.
From the gun on third down. Sheridan.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sheridan.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31.
When they needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get it. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season.
And the Cowboys are able to extend their lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints again ready to go on offense.
They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll set up to throw.
A short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. So let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, he looked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively. Just too hard to keep him under wraps. He delivers a big play here for this offense.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Olave. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to a sack back at the 16-yard line. Micah Parsons, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. 2nd and long. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. They'll set up a throw. Incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline when no one could get it.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now.
So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him, in with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Sheridan. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Off play action, Sheridan. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 54 yards on the punt, 12 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
At the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
2nd and 2. He finds his man, complete. That's Gonzalez. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gonzalez. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Boy, everything clicking on this drive. He's 4 for 4 now, and that throw, maybe the best of the bunch. This offense is really humming, and they pick up another first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds Mayer here. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Mayer, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have come back to make it a 2-point game.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Sheridan. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That's to Mayer, the tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Back to throw here. That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches. Back to throw again. And his throw here is incomplete.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And with it, they have taken the lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at MetLife Stadium. The Giants hosting Tampa Bay in an NFC matchup. And it's the home team who are out in front. Trevor Lawrence has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we'll head down to Charlotte to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Texans have the lead in that one. Kyler Murray, responsible for the lone touchdown in the game thus far, as he's thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. Anthony Richardson with a touchdown pass. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Now the Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Gonzalez. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back to throw now on first down.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Holding offense.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They're going to look to throw.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Now 2nd down and 20.
Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Gonzalez. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Sheridan. And he's taken down here by the Saints. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Sheridan. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 50-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Oh, look at the juke. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
To the sideline and incomplete.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Throwing again. Sheridan.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going right back to Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Throwing on 1st down. Sheridan firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll wind wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the Saints' 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Sheridan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
And he will not make it to the goal line here. So they'll be unable to bump this lead up to a field goal as it remains a one-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
10 yards, good for his Saints, first down.
The Saints, first down.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. The third quarter now, a one-point game as they line up second and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. A good position to be in here, second and inches. Another run for Gibbs here. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Gibbs straight ahead. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Mayer, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Saints have answered back with a third-quarter touchdown of their own to retake the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. They'll try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. This taken in at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. The Cowboys on third down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. That catch is a big one. We got to note it. Ties him for number 2 all-time with Tony Gonzalez, 1,325 career receptions. And didn't they always tell us to model our performance, model our games after the greats that... And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun. Sheridan over the middle, and it's incomplete. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away. 2nd and 10. To throw again. Sheridan. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Sheridan. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
At the Saints 4-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Sheridan feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now for the point after. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. Playoff picture here, and you see they've got that number 2 spot right now. Obviously a lot to like about that and where they're at in this home stretch of the season, but that first round home game is not guaranteed, Charles, until they lock up their division.
Bottom line, win the division, stay number 2, you get a favorable game at home to begin what you hope will be a nice postseason run.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Touchdown, Saints. A.T. Perry from 10 yards out. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Here we go.
Throwing to start the drive. Sheridan going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Hands it off out of the gun. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 18 more yards there and another 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On 1st and 10, Sheridan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
4 yards. Complete to C.D. Lamb. 10 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw. Sheridan. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
Well, this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 111 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Gonzalez. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
To another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw.
Throw right side, pulled in by Mayer.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Gibbs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Groupie for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Throwing to start the drive. Sheridan.
A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
He'll look to throw.
Pass complete there to McCool.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
First and 10 at the 37.
They'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. He's back to throw. And for the right side here, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
This is 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. Operating from the gun. Sheridan looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion,
and yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Extra point forthcoming. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? What does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dime. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They go play action here on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Sheridan.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now it's 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Sheridan.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
A punt of 46, a return of 5.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
117 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2nd and 11. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 34.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Hey, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for New Orleans, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Dallas, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we've got the Chargers' Burner at wide receiver. He's over 1,100 yards receiving so far and looking for more. It's the Chargers and the Eagles on Monday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight we put a bow on Week 15 with a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the LA Chargers.
Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And we are underway here in Los Angeles.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Looking to throw. Callahan. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
Damone Clark fought his way through and buried him behind the line.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Here's a screen now for Pollard.
And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. It's Josh Allen that'll be orchestrating the offense, a 6'5" quarterback from Wyoming.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. More from L.A. in a moment.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. To throw, it's Allen. He finds his man, complete. It's Bradley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now Allen.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came up with a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And it's caught.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
On second down, here's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Heading back out, the Chargers offense. We get a peek at the playoff picture in the AFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
Oh, you're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Chargers had 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Callahan. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. That's Barnett. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down. That last run good enough to have him surpass for his career, get this folks, 12,000 rushing yards.
And how about this? You're in shouting distance now of the top 10 all-time rushers in NFL history. And in short order now, you've got Thurman Thomas, Franco Harris, Marcus Allen, and Edgerrin James right ahead of you. He can zoom past them with just a few more carries.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 19 carries, 58 yards, and a score. To throw on second down, Callahan.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
On third down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. From the right hash, this from 53. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On second down, it's Willis. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
More from L.A. in a moment. From the 46, here's second down and 8. Allen going to throw. This is hauled in by Driver. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 35. Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. More from L.A. in a moment.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers,
this unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Allen's throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at them right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
Now Brown. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing is Allen on third. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now that brings up fourth down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. 10-3 our score after one here on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Charger defensive unit making their way back out there. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Looking to throw on second down. Callahan. Swinging this out for Pollard. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Back to throw. Callahan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Allen. A great effort there. 41 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
For the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The offense on third down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bradley. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Up the middle they go. Willis. And space tough to come by there. It's going to get maybe a yard to the 37. So from the 37, here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Willis. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
On first down. Puts it on the carpet. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Allen now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Willis. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he gets the first down.
L.A. readies for its next possession. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark.
But he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now Allen. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
York now for the extra point.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers getting set to go.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On first down, Callahan. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
Pollard will take it up the gut.
Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's Pollard again. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Callahan.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one. That is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards. And this one winds up no good.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Allen off the play fake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
Here's Allen. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Allen. That is caught. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. To the air. Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fowler. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 2.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
3rd and 5.
Here's Allen to throw it.
And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
York able to send this one through.
And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10.
So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they could at least attempt to kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through with a play they needed in a big spot.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Short pass caught by the tight end, Gentry. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down, Callahan. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up for the first and goal.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. Callahan. This will be caught at about the 5. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And the lead is down to a field goal. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the visiting Texans who were able to come away with the road victory. Devontae Smith, a touchdown catch in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were losers in that one to the visiting Minnesota Vikings. Brock Purdy leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Tennessee Titans. Josh Downs, a touchdown catch in the victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. Now a 2nd and 6.
Play action. Now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. Now he'll try to run with this. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And now they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Allen. Got his man. It's Driver complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They work now on 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Allen. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Miles Murphy racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Allen. He finds his man, complete. That's Bradley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
They'll run on first down. Willis, he'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Callahan. He's got him in. Complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
It'll be a handoff to Pollard. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 18. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. 3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing again. Callahan. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown Chargers. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point up and good by Dicker, and the lead is down to a field goal. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle.
It got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
What a game he's having. They've not been able to stop him or even slow him down. He's got 2 touchdowns already. That could have been a 3rd. He's got the secondary coach asking people for answers. Can you help me out? Because we are not slowing him down.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Allen going to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 17-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 17 yards out. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by York is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Operating from the gun, Callahan. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Open man here is Gentry. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give them 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive until about the 23.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
To throw on third down, Callahan. He finds his man, Pollard. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. With it is Brown, dancing away at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Bradley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Willis. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup. 1st down. On play action, Allen. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession.